Hi folks, my name is Divok, my friends call me Asshole, and welcome back to our Banner Saga Let's Play. So, last we left off, we had a prince in town, down at the docks, and we were going to go and distract him to help our new friend Eirik out. So, let's go and do that. Let's see if we can't take some time off his hand. Vognir. I'm going with like a... Have you ever watched Winnie the Pooh? I'm going for like an Eeyore for Ubin or Ugir or whatever his name is. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grolfheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir here, there must be Hakon. Must there? These guys are going to sound very similar, but, you know, I'm not the greatest voice actor in the world. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid, you all... You old yops? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundur demands it. I take that over-lingering to death in Golfheim. Speaking of, I have no sense of what you were... I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberrang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men. Or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Oh no, the king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? Scrivener? God, these made up names. They're really going to do me in here. We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. Oh, yes, Hakon has it. Apparently I'm also terrible at reading punctuation? I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grolfheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand, and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. He's the king's son, and this is the king's son bodyguard. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Mogir, Hakon? Oh, where's Mogir, Hakon? Have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogir. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of a boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. What a mean bastard. The long road back to Grolfheim should be more interesting than most years you think. Do we get to see the young prince? No, apparently not. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if we're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Click to talk to converse with one of the heroes. Oh my god, he does look like a stuck-up little son of a king, apparently. Let's go talk to Hakon. Scrivener? Why does he call me Scrivener? You find Hakon in the mead house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vognir is the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What's it this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. What is this Yox thing? Is it some sort of like ox, donkey thing? I don't know. It's too late to start trying. Oh, it's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds. Known as he is cutting a swathe for a dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grolfheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back to the cool air outside. Well, that was great. So, these guys are like your typical, like, Nords and Jarls and, like, you're very, very Norse, like, they're all about glory and Valhalla, and they've got to have a huge, like, backstory of things that they've done. I killed 1,000,000 dredge at the Battle of blah and blah. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Fucking hell, this guy. I have a habit of recording history. I mean, he does have a quill in his hand. I hope to learn more, but that seems too direct. And just to introduce myself, I'm not that stupid. Let's play up to the king. A Varl historian? Aha! Don't you know? Oh, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have practically trumpeting it through the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. Probably ungracious. A formality, mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Aberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim, to cement the Grand Alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. I mean, I sounded pretty convinced, but I guess I should have sounded unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. He's going to be a little prick. But hey, what's a game like this without a little prick? Do I just go to the Great Hall? Oh, because I need to... What? -1 supplies? Oh, at dawn you're welcomed by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell when the sun never moves. The governor's crest adorns your supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. I guess I helped him out, didn't I? Plus 20 renown, hell yeah. We're up to 35. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and dishevelled. Mogir steps forward, Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We are ready. You follow Mogir and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarises Strand well as a whole, you think. Tired, stressed people. And there we go. Well, no, those are guards. Where are we? I want to see me on the road. Okay, so we're leaving Strand. Cool. And we have a nice long banner. I think I get to pick what's on the banner at some point. Once we become like a proper party. So many of the people we've just met... Oh, moral declining? Why? Many of the people we just met will become hard sort of cores of our party. I think the last time I played this through I basically used Varls because they're OP as hell. But I think I'll try and use some more humans if I can. The caravan stops for a day. A gift, says Mogir, cracking open one of the mead casks. From our gracious friend, the Governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. I'll toast to Vognir. You raise your drink, toasting to alliance between man and Varl. Others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Vognir. Let's chat with Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Brilliant. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mogir, I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, it turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberrang on his own, and I can take some frustration out of some dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha, don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing dredge, but this... Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors you'd follow for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire lost in thought. You leave him to it. So we have two princes with us. You rise groggily, the campsite a causality of merriment. Morgir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking in your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin, always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long till Grelfenheim? Haha, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you them on the map, so we get to see where we're going now. I like how even these sort of management parts of the game, they weave into the story a little bit. It's just the little things, you know? This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan or using the mouse wheel to zoom. Holy shit, this map is big. For like a relatively small campaign game. The location of your caravan is indicated here by Ubin's icon. The world map is covered with many locations that hold much lore. You can explore the map at any time by clicking on locations. They've written so much shit. Okay, let's pick one random far off place and let's have a look at it. And we'll come back to something at another point. What looks fun? Guardstad, Grey Steps, the River Rake. Something's got a cool name. Rike, High Pass, Summer Path. Let's pick one of these. The Fork. The Fork. When the Varl were building Skymere Steed and fishing from the Silverstone, there was a competition to see who could pull the most fish. Most people know the legend of Skymere, standing at the North Tongue and pulling a whale out of the bay using a world hook, but not many remember the Varl who caught a whale's weight in silver scale standing at the fork. Like, these little things, it's glorious. What a game. What a game. We'll head north, then east past the forts. Grelfheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skyrensmead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymere. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with a boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdefell if we're lucky. Okay, so the camp. The camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter the camp at any time by tapping Camp button in the travel HUD. While at the camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip the items in the hero's tent. We don't have any items. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve caravan's morale. Hum morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back on the road. Click the hero's tent. Okay. I do as the game commands. Okay, so click on a unit to view its stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Okay, so we've got Gunolf, Ludin, Hakon, and Mogir. Who were our two from before then? We had Gunolf and none of these three. We had the shield dude. Okay, so let's click on Mogir. Okay, so Mogir is like a mace-wielding shield dude as well. Click on the ability button to learn about his abilities. Bring the pain. The character strikes an adjacent enemy for an armor break damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the favor to return even more break damage for 1 turn. By using Bring the Pain, he can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. Rank 1, normal break, blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Cool. Very nice. And Gunolf has a little plus, which means I can level him up. Yes, promote. The greatest warriors in the battlefield are those who live past their first battles. Start a journey down a path to legend. You get higher stats and increase your item rank. Are you sure you want to promote 5 rank? Yes, please. 2 points available. Points are good to spend. So, I will definitely go with that. Should I just max out that? What's that? My arm break thing. What's this? Fantastic. Thank you for telling me what these are. Anyway, so let's go with that. And let's have some more armor. There we go. That'll do. What's this do? Oh, his kill count. That's pretty cool. Okay. Why is this loading? Cutscene? Oh no, just back all the way. So, I mean, let's take a look at this training thing. Let's see what our new dudes do. Turn order. Let's put Ludin in the front. Put Gunolf last. Let Ludin just eat all of the damage because he's a little bitch and no one likes him. What? I didn't say that. Why are we fighting a poor little... Oh no, there are a couple of enemies. Okay. Ready. Cool. If I remember rightly, Ludin has a spear, so he can, like, poke people from afar. So I can stand back here. Impale. Knock back 1 tile and bleeds. I mean, let's give it a go, shall we? Oh no, I can't do that. But I can attack him. Cool. So he has this reach thing. Oh, but it's it. Oh, it's her turn. We need an archer. Archers look pretty badass. Hakon is just fucking a big guy. Rank 1, 100% hit strength. What does this do? Oof. A chunk of damage and some break. I guess I just go in this gap. Not really a gap. Let's bring the pain. Where's she running to? Or is she going to kill this dude? Nope. Well, you dead. Gunolf gonna fuck you up. Yeah, 1 hit. Boom. Good old Gunolf. What's she shooting at now? No, not my beloved Gunolf. Alright. Are you actually as useless as you look? Yes, because you do 1 damage to her as well. Impale causes knockback. Let's knock you back. Great, that pushed him back 1 square. Fantastic. Yeah, just finish her off. Good job. Pillage! Oh no. I lost my other dude. He's probably not as good as he looks then. 12 damage, like look at this dude. Look at me go. 70%? Well, it's up to 3, whatever that 70% means. How he deflected it. That's what it meant. Can I even hit him from here? No. Can I sunder him from here? No. End turn. Ludin's dead. Whack him. Whack him good. Nicely done. Okay, so those are my new units. That's pretty cool. Do I want to rest? Where's my morale? Do I know my morale? Oh, great morale. Okay, so let's just leave. How do I leave? Oh, there, leave. And straight down to good morale.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Why we won't stop long? Do you mean we're passing through, or are we actually stopping? Look at our army. We huge. By Hadbrock, that's a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? We wouldn't know. My boy has seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scalfings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits his eyes, anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's a silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. We have battle. Oh, what are you doing, Ludin? You dumb kid. Clicking any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Okay. Now confirm the move. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Attack this enemy's strength. I don't want to, because he's just going to fucking deflect it. 50-50. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damage in both strength and armor is equally important. And kaboom. So, with the human prince lying dead at the feet of this assumed dredge, we're going to take a look at this battle in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate every single view and, of course, every single viewer. And I'll see you in the next episode.